What's going on, guys? Mark here, and I wanted to run something by you that we overlook often, and something that I didn't even know about and really pay attention to until a few years ago. And that's when a lot of things really started working and changing for me. And that one little thing is portion sizes. Now, I found some articles and found some dieting information that really started making things click, and I went on it and went hardcore and actually decided to track my macros, every single macronutrient. I had a nice little tracker app on my phone I used to spark people. It was fantastic, very simple. Even had a scanner to where if I had something with a barcode on it, I could scan it and it would generally pull the nutrition information up for me. So I went all the way into that and started truly tracking my macronutrients so that I could see how my body reacted under a properly fueled nutrition plan. It's the first time in my life I ever realized what levels of what my body actually needed. Didn't just eat blindly. I wasn't just eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner because that's what I was told to eat and that's what I grew up eating. I made sure that I was hitting certain specific numbers all the way down to the detail that if I didn't have my extra 3 grams of fat that I needed to be within my range, that I'd have like a 1/4 tablespoon of butter or something like that just to hit that number specifically. That's how regimented I got. So what happened during that time? Well, during that time, more than anything, I learned a lot about what was in food and everything that we ate and everything that was presented to us, whether it be something we bought from the grocery store, whether it be something that we got while we were out at a restaurant. It didn't matter. I looked up and tracked everything and started learning about how much of each macronutrient and coincidentally, how many calories were in each of these items that I was eating. And it really started to make sense as a whole, and the whole math behind the idea of a nutrition plan and dieting as far as energy expenditure and calories out versus macronutrients and calories in. So, once I started realizing what macros were, how they worked in the body, how they added up to create the calories that we are all very familiar with, and how to manipulate those, that really changed a lot of things in my game. Portion sizes ruled the day. I learned that standard portion sizes of what were easy to build a meal for me at home were not what I was being served out at a restaurant or what I was being given somewhere else. And 9 out of 10 times, it was a lot more food, and not necessarily the good portion of food. It's not like I was getting an extra piece of lean beef or an extra piece of chicken. It was extra filler. It was a bread. It was an extra rice. It was a pasta. It was potatoes, starchy foods, whatever. The cheap stuff that tastes so phenomenal and it does so much good for us that it's easy to put on a plate and really accent a meal. I started realizing that we were being overserved in many aspects of our life. So my eyes opened up and I started making conscious decisions and conscious efforts to, even when I was going out, only order certain things, pay attention to the portion sizes that I was getting, and remember that just because all that food comes on a plate doesn't mean that that's my full dinner or my full lunch or whatever. That can be split up into 2 meals. That can be broken down any way that I want it, and I'm not being forced into feeling like I have to eat everything all at once on that plate because I understand what a portion size is and what the foods are going to do for me. If I suggest anything to you, even if you're not a workout freak, even if you don't want to go bust around and do a lot, exercise-wise, you got to do a little bit of moving, 20 to 30 minutes of walking at the very least a day, and get a hold of your nutrition plan. Learn how to eat, learn how to get correctly, learn how to count macros, figure out calories, whatever it is that sounds easiest to you. And if you have an idea, great. I wish you the best of luck, and it's really an amazing thing that can take you a long way as far as resetting your nutrition and getting yourself into a better place. If you don't know what you're doing with that, that's totally okay too, because I know it can be foreign and there's a whole lot out there. Feel free, hit me up, let me know what you're having trouble with. I'll point you in the direction of some of the things that I've found that have helped me, and I'll wish you the best of luck, and I'm always happy to be a resource. Don't ever think you're alone. Love to help. You have a great day.